Uh, we love RIT Zoom, and you can also tell that I'm about 3 seconds away from passing out. But I'm making very poor decisions in college, and it's week 2. Anyway,
It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome everyone to the Rites of Passage. We currently have Evelyn and Rachel, the final 2, along with Billy and myself. In a moment, I'm just gonna pull up the slideshow that I put a lot of effort into, and you can tell it's a lot of effort because it's a single photo with a boring ass background. But as before, this will remain private until the end of the season. This will be posted after the season ends, so anything you say here will not be heard by the jury until it is too late to change anything. So just a heads up.
Also, just don't make it too vulgar.
Sorry, don't worry,
Yes.
It won't be vulgar.
If you are going to read someone, read them for the game. Please do not get extremely personal. I will call you out if you are getting personal.
Are you going to tell them the same thing at Final Tribal?
Yes, because no one deserves to be personally attacked, ever. Whether it's in secret, or whether it's in private or publicly.
What if it's in Ponderosa and we can't stick up for ourselves?
That has not happened, so.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll just go without headphones. Okay. On that note, let me make sure my mic is working. Okay. And on that note, we will get started. Let me share my screen. And there, I should be sharing. Okay, so we are going to start with Dan. Who wants to go first?
I mean, you know, the first vote's always going to be hard. So I think regardless of, because we lost the challenge, so we went to the first tribal. It came down to who we talked to the least, and it just happened.
You're echoing really bad.
Jack, can you
Or
mute?
someone
Can you
else.
mute? Jack, your other.
Oh.
You're echoing.
Oh, shit. Wait. Oh.
Just mute yourself, and then unmute. Just go back and forth.
Cool.
Go ahead, Evelyn. You're good.
Okay, yeah. So I was just saying that basically it was like, it came down to who we talked to the least as a tribe, and it just happened to be that Dan happened to be the person that none of us had spoken to a lot. So I don't think that was typically a very hard vote at all. I do feel bad because we did shout him out every single tribal after the fact. But yeah, I don't think there was anything much to say besides, I bet he had something going on. He just couldn't be active the first week.
Yeah. In the very short conversations that we did have, Dan seemed super nice, but then again, we had very little conversation, so there's not a whole lot that I can say, but definitely missed. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I'm really bad at these.
Yeah. Well, thank you. On that note, we are going to move on to the next person, which I forgot. Oh, fuck.
Okay, but I can't say anything mean about this person.
Please try and keep it to game.
Okay, I will ask something because he was not on my tribe, so I do not know. Was this a child?
This, I
Yes.
was informed after we casted him that he is underage.
Okay, yeah. Well, interesting.
Since he is a child, just try and keep it on
Of
the
course.
low level.
That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
So of course the only thing I knew was like what happened after the tribal, and just like I could tell from the post that something had gone down in between like the week, the like in between the communication of. So not so great behavior went down, which like don't have any strong like positive feelings towards this boot, if I'm being honest, because of the things I know happened. So
Yeah, I don't know him. The end.
the end.
Yeah. A lot of things can be said, but we are not going to say them. We're going to continue to number 20. Well, 20th place.
I'm gonna cry.
I'm gonna cry.
Jackson! My favorite.
Jackson, I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not gonna lie.
Jesus, 20th place, you guys are already
2020.
crying.
No! This was the dumbest
No, we
move that we
done
made
fucked
the
up.
entire game, and
This was the dumbest move of our game, if we're being completely honest. He was
Jackson-
really nice.
Jackson's perfect and deserves the world, and I am so sorry that I did this.
We talked about sports, bonded over sports. I'm sorry, man. What the fuck is this? Sorry, dude. I'm like genuinely sorry.
That's Jackson calling to say it's okay.
He's probably texting me, honestly. No, this was the second hardest boot of the game, I think, for me, if not one of the hardest. I don't know, it's up there. Literally in like a week, got super tight. I hate that this was a boot that happened in this game, and yeah, but I'm glad that Jackson, unlike some people, was mature about the vote and didn't freak out on me and still talks to me, and now we're like super good friends. So yeah,
I'd love to see it.
that's all I got.
Yeah, sorry, Jackson. If you watch this, sorry.
Literal quality human being, big fan.
What a king.
Hope we play another game together.
He's gonna get you out. Just
if you guys are looking to support him at the moment, he is currently playing the Cube, which is a game hosted by someone who I personally really like, Alex. He is not the Alex you guys might know, but it's literally round one. I honestly do hope that he goes far, and
how do I support?
that's fine.
I don't know if I can get you into the VL right now, but that is an entirely different issue. Anyway, we are going to move on to number 19, unless anyone has anything else they want to say.
That's all I got.
Okay. Number 19 is Alex, the first returnee eliminated from this game. Oh yeah, you guys don't really know him.
We
just
voted him out.
Yeah, I mean, I will say that the decision to vote out Jackson and Alex were a little congruent, because of what we perceived to be happening at the time. So if we're being honest, I don't think there was anything that he could have said or done to save him in that moment. So
Yeah.
that's all I will say.
Okay. Sucks that he was the first returnee. I'm good friends with Alex, so it sucks seeing him go, but game is game.
Jack, this isn't a production rite of passage.
I know. Number 18. Oh no.
You know damn well.
Oh no.
This was my breaking point. This is when I realized that shit. That's it. I'm not losing another person. I'm doing whatever I can to make sure the people I stick with stick together. This was a turning point for me, if I'm being honest, and it was pretty early on.
TJ is
An angel.
my favorite, and I love him, and I literally sobbed for an hour after this vote.
I cried so hard.
Everyone did, I think, except for stupid Josh.
Josh can't cry.
So, yeah, no, I love TJ. I
a human being
have nothing but good things to say.
High School Musical buddy, like
big mistake on our part again.
Yeah, top 10 dumbest moments.
Yeah. Okay.
Kid, loved him to death. Still do. Just cry seeing his little grave.
Okay, can we skip before I cry again? Or...
Okay.
Wait, no, I'm gonna cry on this too.
Wait, what was it? Oh no! Robbed queen is all I'm saying. She was robbed. She was robbed.
Abby was pushed. Like I said in my vote out speech, my sole goal in this game was to avenge her. And did that, so that was cool. I am pissed that we never got to play together in this game, at least. Yeah, I don't know. I figured that one of us would not last very long. I did not think it would be you, and I did not think that it would be this early. I thought we could at least like swap together, vibe for a couple rounds, but no. People had other plans, but the next picture that we talk about starts my justice campaign. So, yeah.
It seems like Billy might have something to say.
I think he's just vibing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. He do be just vibing.
Yeah, I'm at work.
I couldn't tell by the wonderful orange vest you have on. Not at all.
Wow.
But anyway, as long as we are wrapped up with Abrielle, we'll move on. 16th place and the start of the swap, Nick.
You done messed up, buddy. Yeah, I don't know. Tried to come for me. Sorry that it flipped back onto you. I love you as a person. As a game player, I think you got a little too ahead of yourself. And it just kind of caught up with you here. But I absolutely adore you as a human. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say on these things.
Yeah, I have a nugget. So a little seed that they planted in the game kind of gave me a migraine the entirety of the game that I lasted through. It was the whole like Republic thing, the exposure of the Republic or whatever the fuck. And I feel like it forced people into a corner where even if originally we weren't going to work together as members of the Republic or whatever, it kind of forced us to, because people assumed we were doing it. And we were going to get attacked because we were supposedly in this super secret alliance that was so secret I didn't even know existed. And then it came to a point where like we kind of had to like we got back into a corner and we just had to excel at that position. But thanks for that, because here we are.
Okay, we are going to move on to number 15.
Craig, I freaking love Craig. Like, regardless of how things went down in this game, in the original tribes, I thought I was going to hate Craig, and I really was so annoyed by everything happening from the other tribe. But as soon as we swapped, we chatted for like a good amount of time. I don't know. One of my favorite moments of this game, looking back, is our conversation about how I think about Canada, and just I don't know. Craig is an incredibly fun person to talk to, and I'm super bummed that he went out the way that he did. So I would have loved to like work with him long term and like just get to know him more as a person. I don't know. This boot sucked. It wasn't even really a boot, so I don't know. I hated it a lot.
Yeah, I'm just vibing. I didn't really get to interact with him a lot.
Okay. We are going to move then on to number 14. Billy.
Billy. Oh man. Billy, you're a mess, but like the best kind of mess. Oh my gosh. I have nothing but good things to say about Billy. Billy's gameplay, maybe not as many good things. It was so messy, but it saved me and several other people, so I can't even be mad about it. Shut up, Billy Vance. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about this Billy. Um like we saved Billy round after round after round. He somehow evaded the chopping block way too many times. But it did pay off. Like he's the whole reason that I'm here and not 16th. So like I really can't be too upset with his gameplay. And he's been my favorite pre-jury cheerleader throughout this whole experience. Yeah, I don't know. Quality human being yet again. Big fan. That's all I got.
I really liked Billy at the beginning because, like, again, we were kind of in the position where we kept saving him over and over again. And I remember the one thing I told him, like, the very first thing I told him was to, like, calm down a little bit and we'll get through this, like, lay low for a minute. That is one thing he's not the greatest at. He's not the greatest at laying low. He always had something to say at each tribal. And even though we saved him every single time, it seemed to kick us in the butt just a little bit. Kind of like, damn, why don't we just, do it then? But, so, being able to see him go without getting any blood on my hands was nice.
Okay. Next up. Why didn't that click? Pete.
I love Pete so much. As a human being in this game, I have no comments.
I'm sure he's very sweet outside the game. Unfortunately, inside the game, I think he realized that his time was coming, that everything was catching up to him, and he was just doing whatever he could to, like, try to stay. But he really didn't do the best at it because he put me in a really awkward position during the music video challenge where I felt like he purposely sent me his things late so he could get a cash grab out of it in the form of coins. And then he let me down in the jail challenge, and I was up until 5:30 by myself, making sure that that the opposite team wouldn't get through. And it just made me feel really let down by him that round. So seeing him go and seeing him act out the way he did just disappointed me more.
Okay. I'm going to move on to the final pre-jury member, Dylan.
I had very little interaction with Dylan. He was my competition in the puzzle math challenge where he said, I will no longer do this puzzle. Go queen, do your math. So like other than that, I really don't have a lot to say. Really sad that we did not ever get to like meet up. But the like little interaction that we had in that challenge was fun, and he was a great person to get to know in that short amount of time, and that's all I got.
Yeah, I feel like he kind of gave up towards the end. He asked us to vote him out, which sucked, but I don't know. He never responded to my messages. I'm sure he was nice if people got to interact with him. Would not know.
Dylan is really nice.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Don't look up his past. Anyway.
Oh, just kidding. Sorry.
Anyway, now we are going into the merge with the first boot of Savannah.
Savannah?
Oh, Savannah.
Girl, you were something else, and you were something that I did not expect. And I fully expected Savannah to have a like under the radar, very mellow kind of performance in this game, and I was dead wrong. Like, girl was bold in her decision making and her choice of votes and just everything. I felt very threatened by her ability to swing a vote as quickly as she could. Like, I think round 2 or 3, I was like, I need Savannah out of this game probably because she scares me. So sorry to be part of the orchestration of your demise, but I'm super excited I get to watch you play now as a host instead of us playing with you, because playing with you is scary, but watching you play is so fun. So, yeah.
I feel like we saved her. Josh and I saved her ass. What was it? The Jackson and Alex vote, and like we worked really hard to get her to like still be here. And so then getting to merge, I don't know if I expected her just to be a little bit nicer or something, but she had like her claws were out. She was ready to pounce, and that was terrifying. And we were put in a really shitty position where we had to choose a vote that no one saw coming. And we were right because she played an idol incorrectly. So.
And like, I think her reads on the game started off good, but started to slack towards the end. I was basically told that everyone she had a problem with was on the other side, like on the other tribe after we swapped, and that everyone that she felt comfortable with was on our tribe, which is entirely ironic because I was one of the people that wanted her out, and Josh and Evelyn and Timmy were the ones saving her every time, and they were the only ones from our original tribe on their swap tribe. So,
I hear that.
Yeah. So just little things that were questionable, but worked out for me, I guess. I don't know. Love Savannah as a person, as a game player. Like I said, terrifying, super like good at getting to like get things done.
We bonded over the fact that it was our first org and that we both had like IRLs who've played Trinity before, and here we are. And she tried to screw us over, so yeah. I felt bad, but then also it was her or one of us.
Okay, I am going to move on to number 10, Timmy.
Oh, Timmy. Timmy was very quiet at the beginning, I would say. His whole thing, like when I remember specifically this one time we were saving Savannah at the beginning, and he said something along the lines of, I'll just do whatever, I'll just try my hardest to get as far as I can, And he did, because I think he was quite literally one of the biggest threats. He had the ability to like formulate a group around himself, and that's what kind of got him in the butt a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry.
Starting off this game, Timmy, Josh, and I had a Final 3 alliance. Did it mean anything? I don't know. Did it get Josh the super idol that saved him at 8th? Yeah, it did. So I don't know. There was a lot of personal feelings brought into the way that lines fell at the merge. So I'm probably not going to comment too much on all of that. But I think like Timmy was definitely a huge threat, and his social ability in games is kind of unmatched. And yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. He was a good liar. He made me feel comfortable even though I knew they were going to try to vote me. But here we
are. Moving right along, someone who was eliminated in the exact same boot, Ollie.
Love of my life.
Icon. Icon. Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
I am okay. Like, I hated that this was the boot, but I'm so glad that I wasn't the one that had to do this, because if I had been, I think it would have actually killed me. Ollie is one of the kindest, most like outspoken, but for like justice kind of people. Like, he just has a way of like making sure whoever needs to be heard is heard. I love Ollie with my whole heart.
No, yeah.
Like, easiest person to talk to, like, on a one-on-one level, literally about anything. If you got to the end, he was winning this game hands down. Like, love. The only thing positive that came out of this vote was being able to schedule tribals, not having to worry about keeping him up too late. Literally the only positive. So
he's like an actual angel, because even though like the lines were kind of drawing themselves prior to this specific vote, to like the mess that was this vote, he like I mean, this can be aired after the fact, but like he came to me and he basically told me, hey, like it's gonna be you. And so I knew I had to keep up the act of like, I was gonna leave. I had to make sure that the other side had no plan. And I think in leaving with that safety without power forced them to scramble, and unfortunately Ollie got the brunt of it, which sucks. Because he like, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him, if I'm being honest. He like literally pulled me through. He's such a nice person, and I hate the fact that he went this round, but also alongside with what Rachel said, I am glad I didn't do it, because it would have been very hard.
Okay, we are going to move to number 8, Michael.
I was asked not to speak to him, so I'm just not going to comment.
Yeah, I have no good things to say about Michael, so I think we could just move on.
He played the game. He did play the game. And he did get idled out, super idled out. And that's all I got to say about that.
Okay. On that note, we will move to 7th, Jerry.
Another sweet baby boy. We bonded over the fact that my parents are from the same town he's from. He was very sweet to me. He was very nice. But the lines had been drawn at this point. And This was the vote that I got 3 votes on. It was 4-3. So I don't really feel too bad about it. Clearly I was their target that week. But he was sweet. He was nice.
Yeah. I loved personal conversations with Jerry. I didn't have game conversations with Jerry. I once got added to an alliance call on accident when Jerry tried to call me. That's a fun memory that I have. Other than that, I don't know. Love Jerry as a person. Sad that he had to go at this point. But it was not even our fault. So it wouldn't have been my choice of boot, and I wish that he could have gone further than he did. But yeah.
Okay, then we are just going to move on to number 6, Chloe.
Well, I feel a little bad because she was rocked out, but also, I didn't really get to interact with her a lot. I feel like if I ever did, it was just like on a fun personal note. It was never game talk, and she seemed to just be attached to whoever was targeting us that week. So, but seeing her not even be here to get rocked out was a little sad.
Yeah, the vote itself was a robbery. I am glad that it happened because it wasn't me, and it wasn't anyone else on our side. But it literally was like, I don't know, just like getting rocked out is hard to watch unless you're the person that is safe in rocks. Then it's like, okay, at least it wasn't me. But I absolutely adore Chloe as a person. Again, after lines were drawn, game talk kind of ceased. So, yeah, I don't know. That's all I got.
Before I click forward, Rachel, I'm not sure if it's your headset, but it seems like there's a little bit of static coming off it. So possibly just move the microphone a little bit farther away from your face. It might also just be colliding with your hair. I don't know.
Probably. Is it better?
Yeah, that is better. Okay. On that note, we will move to number 5.
I don't wanna.
Oh no, Oh, Josh.
I hate that this picture is in black and white.
Absolutely disgusting that it's in black and white. I hate the fact that it's in black and white.
Day 1, ride or die, final 2. I have nothing but good things to say. One of the most loyal players to play any of these games. The fact that you have a villain edit is hilarious because you really shouldn't.
That was the funniest thing to come from this game because he was genuinely the nicest person and had your back if you trusted him. And for some reason, that made him the worst person on the entire planet.
Yeah.
They painted him to be this backstabbing, like, son of a bitch. Like, he's gonna get you, he's gonna cut you whenever he needs to. And he was literally just like, so guys, what we doing?
Yeah. Like, yeah. Quality human being.
A literal icon.
Literal icon. Should not have a number as low as 5 next to him. But idols got the best of him. I think it's only karma after the boy got to play a super idol, but yeah, I don't know.
I'm just gonna make sure of something you just said. Shouldn't have a number that low or
that like
high.
Placement that low, number that large.
Oh, okay.
Like he shouldn't be fixed.
Also, you said quality human being when he's a literal robot.
Shut up.
Hey.
Literally, no one asked you to speak, Billy.
Neither did your headset, apparently.
Rachel, I don't know what it is, but it sounds like a helicopter.
What the heck? I don't know what to do.
You like this? Yeah, like put your hair back.
Yeah, I don't know.
Honestly, I think it's your fan, actually.
My fan is on 24/7.
I know. I'm just saying. Like, I think that might be it. I'm not sure. 'Cause it sounds like what it would be like.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Either way, we are going to move
noise.
on to the 4th place. Let me look. Jesse.
Another freaking icon, and one of the most like unexpected but biggest like things that I have to be grateful for in this game. Like at swap, we like clicked immediately and realized that we're pretty much the same person, so that was really cool. And just like having someone to like just bond with in a life sense and not in a game sense, but then actually be on the same side in a game sense for the most part. It's only fitting that like she was the person that I was up against in rocks, she was the person that I was up against in fire making. Like I wouldn't have wanted it to be anyone else, but I also would love to like sit with her at the end. Like I don't know, just quality all around. Great person. Love her so much.
We bonded. We both had like university jobs. It was great. It was great. Except like hers had 800 kids, mine had 56,000. So it was like a bit of a difference, but we had similar jobs, so it was fun to talk about that. Yeah.
What do you mean? 56,000 is really close to 800.
No, yeah, it was funny because I work like she works in admissions. I work in the international department. And I was like, yeah, my students have to do like all this crap for them. She's like, oh, how many do you have? I'm like, well, typically like anywhere between 3,000 and 5,000 like international kids. She's like, my entire school is like 800. I was like,
Not that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I am now going to move on to the final player eliminated from this game, Megan.
Megan, just once, I want to like actually play a game together. Not just say that we're going to play a game together and then flip-flop all over the place. In our first game together, we didn't even get to like merge together, so that was a bummer. And in this game, like we voted together, but I don't know that we were ever like on the same side. She is a fierce competitor and someone who I was terrified to play against when I saw the cast list. So the fact that like mentally I was okay getting to single digits and like playing against her still, like I was terrified the entire step of the way because she's an incredible player and has an incredible track record. And she's not afraid of making big moves. And I was very scared to be the victim of one of those big moves.
Fun. I will say it was fun, but I was stressed the entire merge, specifically because of Megan. Because I didn't know what was going to happen. And I made it pretty clear. I was just like, I'm trusting her because, well, I was talking to Josh at this time. I was like, I'm trusting her because you choose to trust her. And apparently that did seem to bite us in the ass a little bit, but it was fun. Like, it felt like an actual, like, I was actually playing, you know? I wasn't just, like, cruising the entire time. We had competition, finally, so it was good. It was good.
Okay, and on that note, Evelyn, Rachel, you two are the final two of this game. If you guys would like, you can talk about each other.
Oh man.
We're just vibing now. Okay.
Yeah, we're just vibing.
Yeah, no, I know. I definitely got, like, you know that episode of SpongeBob where it's like he gets an abrasive side, and it's like the green part and it's like a little mean. I feel like that was me because I wasn't really scared to like literally like store two people 3 times, and it was a little and I wasn't afraid to come across as villainous. I think it was fun, especially when people did you dirty. Like, I wanted to make sure I was there to get revenge. It was fun.
Yeah, I don't know. We got here. Did not think I was going to get here.
I'm gonna lie, that final immunity got me fucked up. It was like, I was like, shit, I don't know if I can balance a book on my butt, but here we go.
Yeah. Super glad that it's us two here. I wouldn't have wanted to sit next to anyone else, except for maybe Josh, but that's a maybe, honestly, because he's too good. But
Really is. I think the last thing he told us before he got voted out was whether you guys were going to take each other to the end or not, you have to now. And I was like, say less.
Oh my gosh. And so we did it. And here we are. Yeah.
Jokes were made about this, and now here we go.
Nothing but respect.
This was a lot shorter than I thought it was because of the whole game policy. But let the record show I would have gone for a lot longer were it not about just this.
We also thought it was going to go a lot longer because usually people have a lot to say.
Well, to be fair, a lot of the things we can say happened after the game or outside the game, but it affected the game, so I don't know how.
I mean, you can. It's not like
no.
That's what I did with my rites of patches when I was with Nick. We destroyed the hell out of Heatherly Cameron.
Yes, but we are taking the if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all approach.
I'm trying my best because
which is why apparently with that approach it is now 38 minutes and that's it.
I will say the rest in very vague statements and leave names out because I don't want to be a dick, but I'm gonna be a dick. I think some people took it extremely personally and decided that when they got kicked out of the game, they also got kicked out of their own fucking manners and decided to be assholes in PMs about it and in the jury about it. I'm assuming everyone who felt this way when they got kicked out of the game is being a dick in the jury chat about it. And I think some people went kicking and screaming and continue to kick and scream and will continue to kick and scream today, tomorrow, the day after, and etc. No need to block people on social media because you got kicked out of a game, buddy. That's all I will say because I could say more.
Jack, I think you're good to wrap it up.
Yeah.
I suggest
this was much shorter than I expected, maybe because I thought, oh, Big Brother, where everyone has talked to everyone at some point. Like, maybe that's where I thought it'd be much longer.
Yeah.
But
no, I mean, yeah, to be fair, I didn't really interact with like a lot of the booths. I feel like,
to be honest, it's also kind of a little bit rare that you get to the end with somebody you started on the same tribe with and have been on a lot of the same tribe with. So it's kind of rare for that scenario. So, like, for example, if you made it to the end with like someone who started in the opposite tribe, you might have a lot more to say. Yeah. Because one person's always gonna have a lot to say than the other person. But it's like Rachel and Evelyn were basically on the same tribe for most of the game, if not all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Swap
So-
was terrifying because I couldn't know if she was going to be safe or not. That was fucking terrifying.
Ugh.
So, it has been absolutely wonderful hosting the two of you. You guys
Speak for
are.
yourself.
Shut up, Billy.
Fuck you,
here for 2
Billy.
weeks,
You literally
Billy.
joined mid-season. Fuck off.
And I still did a better
But-
job than you did.
Hey,
Bye.
no bullying Jack. That's our job.
It's my job now too.
It's his job now, but it's kind of professional. Anyway. It has been wonderful hosting you two. As you guys know, this game is soon going to come to an end. One of the two of you will win. And honestly,
The other one will get to stepping.
Shut up,
Please.
Billy.
That's all I want to hear.
honestly, I am so happy that any of the females, definitely including you guys fucking rocked it this season. But that's all I can really say for now. Good luck, and we'll see what
Dad.
happens from
I
here.
want to say my piece. Hold on, Dad.
God.
I am proud of both of you for making it as far as you can. Evelyn, this is your first org, so making it to the end is a huge accomplishment. I'm proud of you in that regard. Rachel, we've gotten we got to know each other a lot lately, so congrats for both of you being here. I'm happy with either winner. Go out there, slay Final Tribal.
And I'm happy with neither winner because it could have been me winning. But seriously, yeah, no, I'll never win a game for as long as I live. But congratulations once again. We all know it's true. Congratulations once again, and good luck tomorrow night or whenever Final Tribal is.
Yeah. For sure. Also, did you see how different